my first time really diving into an experience in single life was at a time when I was actually in a relationship. But shit was lit though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was in a relationship in college. I graduated. My girl's still down there. I was in the real world back in Chicago. You know, she's still going to college, and it was my first time making some real bread. Had my own apartment. You know what I'm saying? Just financed a little whip. I was living, G. It was lit. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It was lit. And I can't call it my whole phase because I really, you know, had a lot of wild shit going on in college as well. But as a grown adult in my own space, it was the first time feeling 100% not obligated to nobody, even though I was in a relationship. That's just crazy, right? Which is crazy. I don't know what was wrong with me. Like,
you was a menace.
Thank God for therapy. Listen. But I don't know. Today we're gonna talk about the differences between ourselves when we're single versus when we're in a relationship. So we're talk about crash out Terry, single Terry versus committed Terry. We're gonna talk about Love Jones versus Reginald. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be a very self-reflective and self-aware episode. Man. Not only are we gonna chop it up, and we got some great questions to really deep dive into our own personalities, but we have some close friends here who know us very well and not gonna let us cap. Ain't gonna call the bullshit out.
If you lazy, you waking up at fucking 3 o'clock in the afternoon and shit like that,
popping bottles,
you're setting the tone for everybody because you're the leader.
Popping pills.
That's just what comes with being a man.
Popping bitch ass niggas.
I don't want nobody making decisions over my life except me. Not a woman, not a judge, not an officer, not no motherfucking body.
When them bullets hit him up, look like son had a seizure. Run out, give it up, you know the procedure. I be sipping Jack and honey.
I don't think nothing can make me feel like a man. I don't think nothing can make me not feel like a man.
Chains on my collar.
You can't take the benefits of being a man without the responsibilities.
Give you niggas halos on God in the cake.
Welcome back to Roses I Did. I'm Terry Roseland.
I'm Jones, man. Welcome back.
For sure, man. For sure. How's your week?
Week was smooth. Just in mode, super productive. I feel my normal self. So that's good. The accountability crew, shit's going crazy. Today was the first day I transitioned it over into a paid community, and got a lot of good. Like a lot of people are staying. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, like not on no cocky shit, but I expected that because of the value that's in the group. Like I kind of seen that happening. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not surprised that, you know what I'm saying, that everybody is a lot of people are staying. And some people are going, but they sent me. It's so crazy, like people felt the need. I had said if you're not gonna stay, just like shoot me like a small message, like saying I'm out, so I could like so it makes it easier for me to like remove people and stuff. Like then everybody that said like I'm out, they left me like a long message like, bro, nah, this is dope. This is I appreciate you. And a couple people was like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, like being in the group for as long as I was for the last 2 months, I'm in mode, so I don't necessarily need it no more. Like I'm in my routine. I'm like, that's the goal, low key. I want y'all to be, you know what I'm saying, independent. Like I don't need the group. You know what I'm saying? Like I want you to get to that place where you just doing this shit. Like it's just in your it's
like outpatient therapy. I'm dead ass.
That's a good that's why I laugh. It was accurate.
Because it's like a lot of therapy, you know, it's just like it ain't meant to be long. It's just like we're trying to get you over this hurdle right now. But I feel the same way. I feel like it got me in mode. I feel like I was already working out. It made me take it more serious as far as like scheduling. You know what I'm saying? Not just like, oh, I'm going to the gym today. I just came up to this like, nah, I got to get to the gym on these days. Even if it didn't go the way I wanted to in the morning, I got to slide later on the day. Facts. I got to get this workout in type shit. So
once you got that mentality, you know what I'm saying? You dope. But also for people who do transition over into like, oh, I got this shit now, it's still valuable for you to be in the group because your productivity inspires other people.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? People, if it's a bunch of people just like on target and doing what they're supposed to do, just by nature, you're going to want to contribute to that. You're going to want to, you know what I'm saying, be valuable. You're going to want to, you know, inspire other people. So it's going good. And today in particular, I had made the reel and I got like 18 requests to join the group, and this morning it was 4.
Do we need to put the accountability crew link in the bio of the podcast?
Oh, we can.
Do we need an accountability crew ad on this motherfucker?
Let's do it.
Come on, man.
Let's do it. Nah, my
Shout
week
out to accountability crew.
my week was good, man. How about yours?
It was all good. We was talking about the Patreon earlier, how you was holding my girls accountable. Chicks I was dating accountable before you was the fucking accountability coach. Fucking up the cooch for me.
That day was so funny.
We ain't gonna go there. Listen, my week was interesting, man. I saw a couple things that I wanted to share with y'all. You know the nigga Goldie.
Yeah.
We fuck with Goldie.
We do.
We like Goldie, but Goldie be tripping sometimes.
A lot of times lately.
Yeah, I feel like you been on the internet too long.
Mm-hmm.
What they say on Batman? You either die the hero or live long enough to be the villain.
He's becoming the villain.
I don't even call him. It's just corny.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, he was saying some shit about therapy, and it was some very uneducated shit. But I feel like a lot of niggas feel this way. And he was basically saying, if someone's a therapist and I'm going to them, I'm paying them to help me with my problems, they'll never help me solve my problems because then I will stop paying them. Mm-hmm. Right? It doesn't make sense. And it's kind of like that with the medical industry in general. They rather treat a problem than cure a problem because it's more money in treating a problem. Therapy doesn't work like that. First of all, therapists be booked the fuck up. They don't. Right. They don't need you. Like, they don't need. It's not the same need for a client because it's not like they just selling medicine. This is somebody who has a set schedule. They can only see so many people a day anyway. Their waiting list is probably. If you ever looked for a therapist, you know they be booked the fuck up. That's number one. Number two is even with my own experience in therapy, you would start off going every week, and then they're slowly like, oh, you come every 2 weeks. It's like you got this under control. You could come once a month. And you could just hit me on a check-in basis. And they slowly like get you off of the shit. The whole point of therapy is to help you solve the issue that you're experiencing currently while giving you the tools to tackle whatever issue lies ahead of you in the future. That's the goal of therapy. And it's not meant to just be forever. I did about 4 years. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I'm starting at 30. I got a lot of shit. A lot of shit happened. You know what I'm saying? So the 4 years made sense for me. It was very necessary for me. And I'm glad I did it. And I still check in once a month or some, you know what I'm saying? I still got my therapist. I'm still on deck. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, it's like, I really feel like I have the tools now. And I think if you listen to the pod, you could, between the difference between how I was talking in 2021 versus now, I think, you know, you can see the difference. So, it's that. And then at the end of the clip, he had a bunch of people and it was psychiatrists and they was asking, he was saying, how many people have you cured? You know what I'm saying, in your career. And some of them was like, 1, none, shit like that.
Are these real psychiatrists?
They real psychiatrists. But it showed like how like Goldie didn't do no research on what he was talking about because a psychiatrist doesn't do therapy. They prescribe medicine. So it's like, it's the whole wrong, it was the wrong occupation that he posted at the end. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, but it's like, of course, somebody who don't know that. I just feel like I seen 19 Keys speak against therapy. I seen niggas on Your Legion speak against therapy. And it's like the black community is just now embracing therapy and mental health. And now you got these big leaders, black voices going against it. Like, is therapy a cult? It's just like, what the if you never been to therapy before, just leave the shit alone. Your Legion have been talking about a lot of shit that they not even like in tune with. It was something else they was talking about. It was some medical shit or something. I'm like, why didn't y'all just have a medical professional come speak on this shit? Like, what are y'all doing?
So you get to, I feel like content creators, influencers, you get to a point where you're trying to create content now. You're not being like your authentic self. You just not, you know, you go from in your niche to like, we got to switch it up. We got to come up with something to talk about. We got to entertain people. You know what I'm saying? Because finance is boring. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like to the masses, it's boring. Yeah. So now y'all trying to grab attention and get some new listeners. Yeah. And you just throwing shit at the wall.
And at the same time, it's like, I ain't gonna say you got to be an expert to speak on some shit, but at least do some research.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At least it's some shit that's opinion. You talk about relationships, we all experience relationships. We all experience love. There's nothing wrong with that. But when we start talking about therapy, we start talking about, you know what I'm saying, medicine and do you think this, do you think that? Like, these are fact-based things that we could go actually research and have a real, you know what I'm saying, stance on versus just throwing shit at the wall. Yeah. So I think that's just kind of dangerous. Another thing that I saw this week that was interesting was my homie hit me up and he was telling me that a chick called him broke.
A chick called him broke?
Yeah, a chick he was fucking with was like, she kind of ghosted him. He kind of went back trying to see what was going on. And she was like, oh, I just feel like he was on some broke shit. Woo woo. And he got bread. So he like, what the fuck she on? Now, it made me realize like, I really don't want to hear women call niggas broke without defining what broke actually is. Mm-hmm. Because when most women are calling men broke, they're not talking about how much money a nigga has. They're talking about how much money a nigga is willing to spend on them.
Yeah.
Right. And so we're really talking about disposable income that you're willing to spend on her through a gift or an experience. Right. And I think that there's nothing wrong with that. If a woman want a nigga with a certain amount of disposable income, but she needs to know what that number is. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it $2,000 a month that you feel like a nigga just should be able to blow on going outside or whatever the case may be? Or whatever the case may be. Now, this is the thing. This is where it gets dangerous, right? You gotta have two different guys. You have a guy that's south side of Chicago, neighborhood like Auburn, Gresham. Let's say he makes $140,000 a year. He's doing pretty well. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's doing like really well. You know what I'm saying? For that neighborhood on the south side of Chicago. Now, he might be on some like stacking heavy, investing, you know what I'm saying, bank account. He might be on some TJ shit. Like, you know what? I ain't going outside. I go outside 3 times a year. I ain't getting no haircut. I ain't got no. I ain't buying no outfits. Bank account crazy. Right. Investment account stupid. Fuck all that other shit. Right?
Yeah.
Cool. You might got another guy that's making $70,000. Half of that. He not doing bad at all. You know what I'm saying? We making half of that. But bro done financed a whip, nice apartment. You feel me? He outside every weekend. He taking shorty where he want to go. He could do a steakhouse maybe once a month, every other month. Go out for drinks every weekend. Taco Tuesday, they kicking it.
Yeah.
She gonna look at him like this is what a problem come in. She gonna look at him like he lit. He's spinning the bread, right? But the problem comes in that the guy that makes 140 that's stacking, right? Every woman knows this is the nigga that's planning for his future. This is the nigga I need to marry. The hiccup comes in that nigga's not fun to date.
Yeah.
You gotta date the nigga before you marry him.
Yeah.
You don't want to date that nigga. You want to date the $70,000 nigga that's blowing all his fucking money. You know what I'm saying? That's real. So how you gonna end up married to the nigga that's working on his future if you don't want to date him? So I think the whole broke thing is like, and it's not like niggas gonna get out here and tell you exactly how much money they make and what they got going on. So you measuring what this nigga have off what you see and what he's presenting. Yeah. And that shit could be so far off.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Even for it was niggas around me when I first got out of college. I'm thinking like, damn, this nigga must make some bread. This nigga in a club. This nigga new fits and da-da-da-da. And we was having a conversation. And he was asking me how much bread I be saving. And I told him, like, man, I say like 400 a check. This is when I was teaching and shit. I'm like, I say like 400 a check. He like, damn, how the fuck is you saving 400 a check? I'm like, what the fuck you mean? Like, you got it. Like, what you mean? I'm saying 400 a check. And we started talking about something else. He's talking about he was looking for another job. And I found out we both was making the same amount. I was making 55. He was making 55. And I'm like, how the fuck is you outside? I'm like, this nigga spending a whole 55, bro. Like, this is crazy. Like, he's blowing it all. So, like, you could be sitting, even as a young nigga, and this is just for young niggas out there, like, you could be sitting here comparing yourself to somebody next to you that's having the time of their life and feel like you need to get some more money. In reality, you just more responsible. Y'all make the same amount of bread. This nigga might like make less bread than you. He just blowing a whole thing. Like, he ain't setting up nothing for the future. He ain't got no save, no nothing. So, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, all of us just need to get to a point to where we being more responsible with our shit. But even for the ladies that's, you know, listening, and it's just like, man, look, y'all got to start assessing this shit a little differently. This shit ain't really about what a nigga, you know what I'm saying, willing to spend when you think about long-term security and what you're going to do with your life. Who you going to choose to be a partner?
Nah, for sure.
For sure. All right, man, let's transition into our real topic for today. Now, this episode going to be a little different. Jody's going to be asking the questions. And you go ahead and start.
All right.
Oh, shit. I feel like I'm in an interrogation room.
This nigga scared.
That's
this
crazy.
Nigga scared.
Because the first question is for you.
Who's you?
Jones.
Okay.
Why do you think you're able to quickly jump from girl to girl when you single?
Is that the whole question?
No, it's a layered question. You want me to ask them both back to back?
Ask the whole question.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Jones, why do you think you're able to quickly jump from girl to girl when you're single? What do you think it is about the excitement or allure of new connections that keeps you coming back to it?
Boom, boom, boom. So my issue is when I'm single, is I get caught up in I can do what I want. Like just having the option to like not having to answer to nobody and the freedom to I could do what I want with a clear conscience. Like I'm single. I could do it.
Your conscience be very clear.
Clear as day.
That motherfucker be
crystal clear.
It's too clear.
4th of July, no clouds.
Hey man, diamond clear.
You know what I'm saying?
Clear eyes.
BBS.
So like the I don't know if it's excitement because Terry has said this on one of the episodes. I'll quote unquote wild out in like gaps. Like when I'm single, I'll be chilling for the most part, but it'll be we have a lit ass weekend I'll just overdo it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I overdo my singleness in like gaps. Like I'll chill for months and then have a crazy ass week or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So the reason to answer the question, like how is it that you can go from girl to girl? I guess I was in the habit of that because I've been single. I was single for a long time, like 10 years. And that's just kind of what you do when you a hoe. just to be flat out honest, like that's just kind of what you do when you go to from girl to girl or whatnot. So yeah.
I think specifically with this question when it says, is it the allure of new connections? We always talk about like, niggas always say ain't no pussy like new pussy. I think when it comes to this particularly, it's similar, but it's not pussy though. It's just like a new, fresh. I feel like you really like new, fresh connections. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's somebody who you not like. We talked about how we'll be out with a chick. It's your first time going out with a chick. Somebody see y'all, they would think that y'all been together for. When we was out, like this is back in college. We was out. We was out a while ago, and
Y'all were
remember
at the
the ladies pulled y'all to the side.
Yeah.
It was on a little double date situation. The ladies pulled y'all to the side and was saying something about y'all, and y'all was lying like, "Oh yeah, we been together." Ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
But it's like you be like in it, in it, and it be new, and it be like you might not even really. It's not that you dislike this girl, but it's like you might not really see it with her. But in the moment, you be coming telling me like, bro, I really like her. I'm like, nigga, no, you don't, G. I feel like you really just love a new, fresh connection. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not going, and this sounds horrible. It sounds horrible. And I'm not going to totally disagree with you. I feel like in my core, I say it like this. I'm a lover boy. I'm just really good at being single, and I'm good at being a hoe or whatever. But I'm also like when I'm in that lover boy shit, it's easy to turn that shit off. I'm like super locked in, and you know what I'm saying. So the allure of a new connection, I do think that'd be exciting because the girl. She like I be running the chicks that'll do that shit right with me. It's like that Chicago ghetto love story. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go on a date and it lasts 3 days. Y'all all together and all that type of shit. Like that shit be happening a lot. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Let's backtrack a little bit because we got to get some context to this. And we got to kind of describe ourselves. And I was gonna describe both of us. I'm gonna let you describe yourself. I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
Right. I'm gonna see how accurate this nigga be with himself.
He gonna lie.
No.
When I'm single, I have typically been on some hoe shit, like not some hoe shit like you. So I guess
Damn.
No, like worse though.
Okay.
Like how you say like so with you and I agree disagree. With you, it's like you'll be on some hoe shit for a week, 2 weeks maybe, and you're gonna like one of these girls.
Yeah.
If you smashing 3-4 chicks and rotate, whatever, you're gonna like one of these girls and like stop talking to the rest of them. And then you'll be in that situation for a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever the case may be. And if it don't work, you have another wild weekend, whatever, meet 5 chicks in the same week, and then you like one of them. I like that wild week for you be my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that wild week for you be my life. But every so often I'll find somebody, especially more. I'm gonna say that wild week for you. I've been single since 2018, so I can't even say what I would be like in a relationship because I haven't really been an adult in a relationship in to be honest. Like, not in the real world. Like, I was an adult, quote unquote, in college, but I haven't really been an adult in a relationship. But from nigga 2012 to 2022, that was me, right? Like that wild ass week was just my life. More recently, it's been like, all right, I like this person. I'm gonna kind of fixate on this person, but as soon as they cross my boundary, I'm out. All of these questions that's gonna be asked is based around that archetype for me and that archetype for you. Would you say that's accurate for you though?
Yeah, and just to like put it in my own words, when I am single, I'll have these spurts where I'll wild out, and very much so, I'll have like a rotation, 3 women, 4 women, whatever the case may be. And during that rotation of experiencing these women, I will fall for one of them. I'm like, man, I really like Shorty. Even though I tell you I like them all, like one of them will really stand out.
Yeah.
And then I'll transition out of that whole phase per se. It's not a whole phase, but that whole phase per se. And I'll really lock in with one of those girls, and we'll start dating. I'll start focusing on her, and then the other ones will fall off. And then for sure, it'll last 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, whatever the case may be.
Absolutely.
Drop off, start over again. So yeah, that was pretty accurate.
Before we go to the next question, can we get some? Do we got batteries on the chart? We got chargers on. Do we got batteries on the chargers? Yeah, because this shit might be long.
I got a question for Jones.
Hold up.
I'll throw them on there for you. Go off, TJ.
Hold on, he gotta switch the camera and shit.
That nigga Jones said, you ain't finna not be on me when it's my time.
Damn it.
So when you was responding to the question, the first thing that came to my mind is, since I've known you, you have a habit of like extreme dating. As soon as you get done with, let's just say you not even a relationship, but you committed to somebody or you trying to make it work.
Yeah.
If it don't work out, or if y'all break up, like Terry said, you go crazy for like 2 weeks to a month.
You know what that is, right?
But
You know what that is though, right?
But then it's like 2 months later, it's another girl. And you I like this girl. But it's like, do you self-consciously know that's going to happen? Like, I'm finna be right back in another relationship. I need to go crazy before this shit happen. Because it's almost like automatic. I've never seen you go more than 2-3 months without putting an emphasis on at least one girl.
I know what it is.
My shorty.
Go ahead.
When he in that situation where he fixated on that one girl, it be chicks hitting him up. His DM be going crazy. When he gets single, he gonna make sure he smash every single chick.
Okay.
He gets single, she like, I don't want to do this no more.
That makes sense,
some pussy. I ain't tripping.
That makes sense because it be so instantaneous it almost be impossible. It's like, nigga, you must have been cheating because you ain't just come up on 5 bitches in 2 weeks. It's impossible.
They be there.
They was already
waiting.
there.
Residuals.
They be there and
Back pay pussy. Go ahead.
Back pay pussy is crazy.
He talking about afterpay.
like they be there, but I don't entertain it when I'm talking to somebody for real.
But
I won't.
immediately after.
But like if I like that's the problem.
They
Like,
still outside the club.
you know what I'm saying? That's the problem. I feel like with me.
You know who next.
It's not even I know who's next, is as soon as I'm out of that box of exclusivity with somebody, I'll go do what I want to do.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Why shouldn't you?
He the definition.
Just
I'm gonna
because,
show you.
you know what? I ain't gonna lie. This girl I'm dating, she said some shit to me. We was in conversation, and she asked me this not too long ago. She was like, "What do you think you need to work on?" You know what I'm saying? Like as a person, like relationally, whatever the case may be. It was really relationally, and I was like, I could be a better man when I'm single. Like I wild out too much when I'm single.
You do some wild shit sometimes.
I do some wild shit when I'm single. You know what I'm saying? And I hide behind the fact that I'm single so I can do it. And that's just not.
All right. Niggas going at it today.
We gonna go there.
We going at today, man.
I hide behind the fact that I could do it because I'm single. And she said something to me. Ooh, she called me the fuck out. She said, when I met you, you know what I'm saying, the perception that I had of you, like, you know what I'm saying, you on your faith walk, you this, you that, and everything. But she kind of heard about my single phase or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was like, that don't really line up with who I know you to be or who I think you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I felt seen. I felt seen. I'm like, yeah, that stung a little bit because it was true.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, you say you this man of God, you know what I'm saying? You walking this walk, you trying to be a better man. And of course, nobody's perfect, but the way you'll move when you single, it just, those are two separate men.
Yeah.
And I feel like a double-edged sword, I can be these two separate men and be good at being both of them, but you can't, when it comes to like, you know, faith, and if you're going, you know what I'm saying, be a Christian or walk this path, it can't be lukewarm. You can't have one foot in, one foot out. And that's what I've been dealing with a lot lately.
Hey, so can I ask a question before y'all get like off into it?
Yeah.
What do you qualify as wild as being single? Because you steady saying like you were doing wild stuff and like
we need
they
some
would say
examples.
like wow, because in my mind, there's nothing wild when you single. So
Exactly.
What is wild? Like what do you consider? What do you say you were doing that makes you feel like, no, I was doing some wild shit?
Please, talking to the mic.
I'm just saying my.
I just want to know.
Hey, keep
like,
it-
what wild shit was you doing that had them females like, nigga, I heard about you. Because if you single, you single. So it just shouldn't matter.
The real listeners already know.
Obviously.
The real listeners like, I know exactly what the fuck I did.
Okay, so the wild things, fuck, we finna get to it. Okay,
We
so
finna get to it.
we finna get to it. All right, so my definition of wild when I'm single is fucking multiple women in a short time span, in a short time frame.
Same day.
Nah, I ain't do. Same day happened once, but it's usually it'll usually be like, you know what I'm saying, a weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It'll usually be a weekend. And I like, listen, don't
So
be
not a full
judging me because
24
I'm like,
hours.
you said what?
So not a full 24 hours within.
Yeah, not a full 24.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And after that, let's talk about like how I feel after that. In the moment, of course, it's like it's lit, whatever. I'm single. But since I see myself as this certain man, no lie, like after the fact, it'll be like, bro, like this ain't it. Like you don't necessarily feel good about yourself.
Do
know
you
what I'm
feel
saying?
that after the second person or the third person?
Jody?
I thought we was being serious.
Or
I mean,
better
yeah,
yet,
we trying to figure it out.
Y'all no, y'all trolling now.
When does reality kick in?
No, I
After the
genuinely
first and
want to
second
know,
clap.
If you hit 3 women in a weekend, at what point do you feel bad? After the first, after the second,
Right
or
after I'd
after
be
the
like,
third?
bro, you wild.
Nah, that
and
ass,
then
it'll be
hold on. And then once you feel bad, why do you then do it the next weekend?
No, it wouldn't be the next weekend. Like I remember when you was describing it, you was like, it'd be 1 week, 2. It really don't be like that. It definitely don't last long. I don't do that for a month. It dead ass that'll happen 1 week, or I don't think I did that 2 weeks back to back. I honestly don't think I did that.
Like,
Yeah, you
well,
were kind of
man.
wild out and then chill for.
Yeah, I chill for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But to answer Jody's question, like on a weekend like that, it'd be like on Sunday when it's all over.
When you finna go to church?
It'd be on Sunday when it's all over. Like, damn, man, like
I gotta go see God today.
this ain't it. Yeah, like you know what I'm saying.
And I
I'm
know
I'm
he
in-
just seen me.
Oh yeah, I'm in church and I just had the weekend I had, and you know I started reflecting, and what that is it's so funny. I was talking about like the 4 stages of competence. That's conscious incompetence. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I'm doing wrong, but I'm not necessarily taking a big enough step to not do that anymore. You know, so and one thing that like when I'm not single, that version of me just disappears. Like,
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna say this too, and we got to move on. We was like 20 questions, and we on question number 1.
Oh, fuck.
But this is my last thing I'm gonna say. I'll say that and you can respond to it, of course.
For sure.
Outside of the sex, I feel like when you're single, what I would say is wild, because I don't even blame you for the sex part. I don't know if I should, but I would blame you for the sex part. And then of course I'm not like Christian man. You know, Jesus had 12 niggas with him. He was tweaking anyway. Who got 12 homies? Anyway, I feel like the disregard of like emotions at times. You know what I'm saying?
Female emotions.
Yeah. So like we told the story about R&B only when you bought the new girl. We showed up with one chick.
Yeah.
You felt like I ain't really feeling how she looking. I ain't seen her in a minute. And you went and got another chick, brought her to the group, and Shorty was just sick. Like damn, he gonna act like he just and that's some like I'm single, I can do what I want type shit.
Yeah.
And it was just like, and then it was you had the more recent situation. You know what I'm talking about. When you ready to talk about that,
When y'all was in college.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know if you
No.
Okay, cool. So you know what I'm saying? It's been such a I'd be like, damn, bro, like bro not wrong because he can do what he want to do, and he's being very blatant and in your face and upfront. So it's no lying, it's no deception, it's no none of that. It's like boom, that's what it is. However, it's like this person was kind of under the feeling of one thing and expecting this one thing, and they had the right to expect that based on what was presented.
For sure.
But it was something different. Now, you didn't lie to nobody. You just didn't do what they expected you to do based on what you did the day before or whatever the case may be. But for me, I just be like, that's kind of cold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even as a nigga who like, I'm a wild nigga, but I'm like, that's kind of cold. But at the same time, a part of me be like, it's certain traits that we look at as good or bad, but they can be good and bad in different situations. So that was some real not people pleasing shit.
Yeah.
That's a position I'll put myself in positions I don't want to be in with women to people please. I'll be at an event and go home with a chick I don't want to go home with because I know she own me and she like me and we been talking on and off for a minute and I don't want to like.
So you giving out
blow
sympathy
her.
dick?
So yeah, I'm giving out sympathy dick. You know what I'm
Sympathy
saying?
dick is
That's
crazy.
terrible, G.
Like, but I'll do something. But no, it'd be like a chick I actually like her, but this is not who I wanted to go with today. I might have wanted to fuck this chick I ain't never fucked before, but because I've been fucking with you. I'm single. I've been fucking with you. You slid to the event. You expect me to do this. It's just like fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Now it ain't like might as well because I don't want to do it.
Say.
But
Might as well. It's crazy.
but with you, hold on. But with you, you're not people pleasing at all. You like I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do, and that's a good thing, but it could be a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Jody has said something to me in that situation.
Yeah.
I had, so my perception is, Reggie's a good guy. You know what I'm saying? That's how people look at me, and which I am. But I only talk about that part of me, and y'all see both parts of me. Because I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
But most people only see, you know what I'm saying, how they hear how I hold conversations, they hear my mindset, all of this. People are vouching for this because they've witnessed it, but nobody is really seeing my imperfections. And since that's the case, if somebody do experience it, it blows up 10 times over because they had no idea that I could even be like that.
They didn't know you was capable.
They didn't know I was capable of that.
That's why you gotta talk about this shit on the pod, so they know.
Yeah, y'all. I could be a really bad whore sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel like if you led with that, like really just be your full self, like you lead too much with the lover boy shit. And so people be expecting that, but then when you turn into a fuck boy immediately after, motherfuckers like, what the fuck? Like,
That's who he really want to be, a lover boy.
Yeah.
and I get that, but just present yourself as who you are, that middle, like whatever that means in the middle. Like you don't have to
in that
over-sauce
conversation,
it.
I've said like women can tell two different stories about me. It's women that have experienced me. If you ask them about me, that was the most gentlemanest man, sweetest guy, woo woo. And then another girl will tell you like, oh, him? Oh, hell no, fuck him. Ooh.
For sure.
You know
Let's hit that next question.
For sure.
For sure. All right, Terry, this one is for you. When you're single and in your phase of sleeping with multiple women or locking in with one for a while, what do you feel like you're getting from that dynamic? Is it about control, variety, or something else?
I can't say it's about variety. I do have moments of when I'm single, I feel like insatiable. And that's when I go on sex fast. Like I feel like I just can't be satisfied because I don't date women who don't got shit going on. I don't date women I'm not attracted to. So it's just like, they be nice.
Yeah.
Like they be worth being in a relationship with. Now they might not be. That don't mean they all perfectly compatible for me because that's not a thing, right? But they be worth trying to figure it out with at least. And I just be in a mood where it's just like I'm just looking at the one thing I don't like and just staring at that till I don't see nothing else and being like, you know what? No, I can't fuck with her because of this. I can't fuck with her because of that. But I like her. And I'm just kind of like doing this weird shit to where I'm just scrambling and I'm fucking with everybody. And lately, like more recently, I haven't been as effective in that because I don't have the time. You know what I'm saying? So now I've been kind of forced to fall off with people because it's just like, I don't got the time to fuck. I told you, it's time to go to bed. I'm not calling 3 girls. Like, I can't call 3. It's time for me to go to sleep. I'm not going to call 3 people and talk to them 20 minutes each. Like, I ain't 25 no more. Like, I got shit to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got to be up at 5. So lately it's been a little bit more settled down, but I still have that feeling, even though the action, I don't have time to do the action like that. So at that point, that's when I usually go on sex fast and shit like that just to see like, okay, who do I want to spend time with if sex not on the table? Not sex not on the table for them, but for me, I know sex not gonna happen regardless because I'm not having sex. Who do I still feel the most drawn to? But that's still something that I'm kind of trying to figure out what I'm chasing. I also feel like that's always been my cornerstone of manhood. I feel like we get taught a lot of different shit about manhood. You know, some of the shit is about being tough, some of it is about being resourceful, some of it is about being a provider, being able to fix shit. But one of the cornerstones of manhood that you get taught in barbershops and by niggas is that you're more of a man if you can get women. The more women, if you could handle and deal with and go bag a bunch of women, that makes you more of a man. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's always been my corner. That's what I was most good at. Like, I wasn't known as like this tough ass nigga. I wasn't known as this athlete. I wasn't known as this nigga who had a lot of bread. But it's just kind of like, that's what made me feel good about myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? I even remember in relationships at times, this is me being super transparent. Yeah. I remember in relationships at times where, you know, I could be fucking with a chick, kind of talking to a chick, and I kind of want my girl to know. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to know I'm lit right now. Like, I kind of I kind of want to get caught with this bitch.
That's crazy.
Like, low key. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna do nothing to make you catch me, but I don't want to get caught red-handed, but I want to give you the vibe that she fuck with me. I want you to know that I could fuck with her if I want to, because it makes me feel more validated and secure about myself and in our situation versus like you feeling like, you know,
that's
don't
also
nobody want me or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's just some like, I think that comes from a place of insecurity and things like that.
Insecurity, and it could also be like a manipulation tactic.
Absolutely.
To where, okay, especially like if your girl see you with this girl that either looks on the same level as her or above her, that can create an insecurity in her, and now she's on you even more. Yeah. Now she's trying to affirm you. Now she kind of like walking on eggshells. Yeah. Now she trying to validate you or, you know, chase after you per se, because now she knows that you have access to women that look just as good as her or even better than her.
Yeah. But I think that comes from not knowing yourself, not knowing your character, not knowing what makes you valuable, like within yourself. Yeah. Like, I feel like to prove my value to you is how desirable I am to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should be valuable to you. You should be fucking with me hard because other bitches want me. Not because I'm actually a good person. Not because I'm a great listener. Not because I'm a problem solver. Not because, you know what I'm saying, you could count on me. And I got all these other great qualities. I don't believe in none of that shit about myself. All I believe in is I could get some hoes. And if you know that, you gonna act the way I want you to act. You know what I'm saying? So it comes from a lot of just deep-rooted fucked up shit we learn about ourselves when we young.
When you have your rotation or whatever case may be, and not saying like you fucking a lot or whatever case may be, but when you have a rotation, when you try, but when you have your rotation and you trying to pinpoint who you like, one thing I noticed is you are a stickler. Like, it's almost like you're looking for a reason not to fuck with her. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd be talking to me about one girl and like, oh yeah, she this, she that, this, like, you know, you highlighting her. But it'll be like this one thing, and you be like, oh, I don't know, G, I can't. And I'll be like, nigga, you just lifted a hella lot of shit that makes her dope.
He gonna TJ grab him like,
Like you just lifted all of these things that, in my eyes, and the way you talking about it, it sounds like a win to me because we're not gonna get no perfect person.
Yeah.
But the common denominator in all the women that you fuck with, whatever their Achilles heel is, you catastrophize it. It's like, oh hell no, I can't do this.
And I think it don't help that I speak well, because when I explain the shit to y'all be like, yeah, don't fuck with her.
But that's how he shelve them.
Say it again.
That's how he shelf them.
Okay.
So Terry has a habit of shelving women. Basically, he don't say this is not gonna work or I don't want this.
Okay.
He finds something that he manipulates the situation to where she needs to work on something and he can't deal with it. So she ends up being the person to say, you know what, I can't do this, but it leaves that door open for him to always come back. Because it's something she had to work on.
I'm cold.
This shit is crazy.
Hey, TJ, as you explaining this shit,
Every time.
We got another cut water.
hey, as you
clap
explaining
that
it,
bitch.
I thought of two women off the back where I've seen this play out
Every single
Oh
time.
my god, like
Who's the two women? I'll blot their name out. I probably won't. Just say the first initial. Just say the first initial.
Describe them.
Who are they?
no.
I'm super curious.
He
about
asking.
You saying two? It's literally
A
every
few.
single. No, like think
I
about
said
it.
two that came to mind. You gonna block it out?
Say
Have
the
you
initial,
ever?
the first letter of the name?
If-
T and K.
Okay.
So, like one thing he does, he'll never tell somebody they can't come somewhere, right? He'll never tell somebody they
hate
can't
that.
do something, you know. So he'll be like, "Hey, you can come, but I'm not obligated to give you attention and all this. I'm gonna be doing this and
Fuck
that."
with you.
So he never gives a definitive answer to anything. If somebody say like, "Oh, hey, what's wrong? Are we gonna work out?" He won't say, "Nah, we're not gonna work out." He'll say, "We could work out if you know what I'm
That'd be
saying."
the truth, though.
XYZ. So that's how
Anything
he
is possible,
shelves.
baby.
Love wins.
If you in the last couple of years that you've gotten to know him, he could shelve a girl in 2021. And then in 2024, he could spin a block because they didn't leave off on
That's
something
real.
he did. They left off on something she needed to work on. And so now he coming back to say, did you work on it?
Damn, bro.
He's kind of accurate.
He's accurate as fuck.
That's fucked up. That's
Shit.
is that
The
super
way you
ma-
lead- the
is that
way you-
super manipulative?
Oh my god. yes.
Is that like
this
high
shit is
level
crazy.
manipulation?
Hey.
Cows move.
Ultimate
But is
manipulation.
it not valid at all though?
We're not saying it's not valid.
No,
but
no,
it's
no.
still
You
manipulative.
strategically
But it's extremely manipulative. Like it's
the way you
But
set
do
it
the
up
things
to
be
lead.
valid though that they be needing to work on?
Just say you don't want to fucking be with
no,
them.
but
No,
okay,
But
no. So
I be
Jody,
wanting to be with them though, but they gotta fix
but
that shit.
Hear
though.
me out.
But you still not gonna be with them after they fix it.
Jody has
I
a
would.
point
He
because
would.
them fixing that doesn't guarantee that something
It's-
gonna happen.
no.
It's just like this could have went better, or you never know what could have happened if only you would have acted right.
Check it out.
Or
So
if you would have had this
Guaranteed.
already.
And I think specifically with that situation that we was talking about with Kay, specifically, you was like, I know that even if she did this thing, it still wouldn't lead to that.
What? Okay,
That
break it
one
down.
thing that you had an issue with,
What's the one thing? We ain't saying our name, so tell me what the one thing was.
the tattoo shit,
Oh,
and you
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
even if she did that, it probably still wouldn't be that.
But that wasn't my only issue with her though.
right.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is, it's like it's still that same kind of like, well, if you do this, then it'll be that. But you knowing, like, even if it was that, it wouldn't be that too.
Nah.
No. So let me
She
say
just
this.
had multiple things that.
No,
she
no,
needs
no.
to- Okay,
She's saying in the totality. So in the totality, let's just say it's something that you can't get with, right?
Right.
But even if they fix that, that still doesn't guarantee that's something. But you don't let them know the second part. You basically like, hey, this ain't finna go no further than what it is right now.
Wait. All right, so maybe I don't know if I'm being defensive right now.
Yeah.
Or not. Maybe I am, but I honestly feel like there. Of course, there's no guarantee that we're gonna
Yeah.
be together if you fix this one thing. Like,
But
of course,
But,
there's no.
but
Hold up.
But I'm saying that my thing is like, if you fix this thing, we can move forward. That
That's
doesn't
literally-
mean
I've been
that
trying to say-
it's
listen.
it's a guarantee that we gonna work out.
So
Like,
this is with the girls, if it's a thing that they
but
need
you
to
latch
work
on to that. Oh, go ahead.
with the girls, if it's a thing that they need to work on, he knows for a fact, and he'll state like, we can't move forward until this part right here, this needs to be fixed. If that's fixed, we can continue dating to see if this could be a long-term relationship. But I just know for a fact, if this is still an issue, I can't move forward with this.
I'm stopping at the red flag.
You stopping at the red flag.
Like,
what I'm saying
I'm
is-
gonna say this too. I think that come from a place of when I was dating my ex from college. I saw something in her early that I didn't want to deal with. And I moved forward with her. We got in a relationship. And that was the very reason we broke up 4 or 5 years down the road. So it's just like, I wasted a lot of, I ain't gonna say I wasted time because I learned from shit in that relationship. But at the same time, we could have not have done this because I knew this about you already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I be feeling like, why would I think a lot of people say, you know what? I like you, you like me. You got your shit together, I got my shit together. Let's get in a relationship and see if it work. And they get to know each other and realize it can't work down the road. I'm trying to figure that out before we get in the relationship.
I think where it seems like it, I'm not saying you do it purposely, but I think where it becomes more of like a toxic trait is why is it always like 3, 4, 5 women on that shelf at a time?
Because I feel like I date quality women.
But they get taken off the shelf at like they'll get taken off the shelf before that problem is fixed. That problem ain't fixed though.
That's
get
facts.
your ass right
That's
back on the
facts.
shelf.
That's facts. That's facts though. That's
It's
facts
like,
though.
you
I will give you that. I will
just
give you
taking
that. That's
trophies
facts.
off the shelf.
That's
like,
facts. That's facts. And that's fucked up. I need to stop doing that. Cause I will spin the block knowing that they ain't fixed that shit. But like I fuck with you though. Like I miss you. I wanna be here.
Give me a hug.
It's about 4 minutes.
Hey, all right. See, this is why they here. This is why they here. That's very all right. I need to write that down somewhere. That
That
was
is
it.
hilarious.
Shit. I gotta piss again.
Go
Oh, go ahead. Because the next question is for both of y'all.
Oh my God.
Terry funny as hell, G.
There's be Drake around this bitch.
It's like he's self-conscious, be like, ooh, red flag, yeah.
But then,
Sheffer?
exactly. But then come back.
Get right back. Oh shit. Oh, look, you know how you got a trophy room full of cars? Oh, I ain't drove a Ferrari in a minute. Oh.
That's
He said, I miss you.
Then you get to driving the Ferrari. I remember why I ain't like driving this motherfucker. Let's put this bitch back in the garage.
This that Terry beer.
I heard that shit. First off, I heard that shit.
This that TV.
And no, I feel like that's true. I said it all the time. I'd be like, damn, you would start talking to somebody and spin the block, and it's quick as hell. They'll remind you why you don't fuck with them. Like, it take about 2 weeks. They'll be like, this is why.
This is exactly
why I don't fuck with you.
I remember now.
Back on the shelf.
What's the next one though?
I ain't mad at that. Okay,
This might be a 2-part episode.
This is for both of y'all.
What you wanna shoot the whole thing and then maybe drop it 2 separate weeks?
I'm saying like it's so many questions
It's
that
so many questions
we might
that
not
we
make it
might
all the way
not get
through, and we
through.
might just continue this episode next week.
Okay.
But I do want to try to get through it if we can though.
Let's go.
All right. What does being locked in with one person mean to you when you're in a relationship? Is it an automatic shift or is it something you consciously have to choose?
For me, it's an automatic shift.
I agree.
Like as wild as all the wild shit y'all just heard, for me, it's like if I turn these lights off, how quick it'll get dark. That's how quick I'll stop fucking with all women and be locked the fuck in with whoever I'm talking to. So it's not a conscious decision for me because at the core, that's what I want. And that's what that's what I'm just used to. Not used to, but that's what I want. So I don't mind it's locking in with somebody. And I also don't lock in with everybody.
Yeah.
Like it's few and far between where I'll come across a woman and like really be like, yeah, I wanna go find out about her. Even if I'm just dating women, even the women that last maybe 2 or 3 months or whatever the case may be. If I really feel like, ooh, I'm finna see about her, it's easy for me. But I don't pass that out frivolously.
Yeah, I think that with you, I see your parents, you know what I'm saying, how your parents married, and my parents married too. No offense to my parents. I think your parents are happier than mine.
One parent is happily married.
Terrible.
But and I'm not saying my parents not happily. I don't know how they feel about each other today. I just know how I grew up. However, I feel like you do deeply want that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that is probably why you turn it. Because you turn that shit off. And I think you turn it off more than anybody I've ever seen. Like, it's just how you just snap into the mode of like, no one, the women who you've been in those single situations with when you done some wild shit, they wouldn't believe the type of nigga you was in the relationship. Like, they'll be like, nah, he gotta be fucking 6 other. I don't give a fuck what I see on Instagram. I don't give no fuck what he's saying. He gotta be fucking. They'd be like, I even be like, this nigga locked in, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit crazy. Like, yeah, so that's that. But for me, what was that question again? What does it mean to me, and is it hard to kind of make that switch?
Yes. Is it an automatic shift, or is it something you consciously choose?
I feel like if I gotta consciously choose it, it's not gonna work. The 2 women I was in a relationship with, the 3 women I was in a relationship with, I was just enamored by them, like completely. You remember in college with Cardamom, it was just like, I was just thirsty. Like, it's like she just came in, and what that nigga Neo say on that song with Carrie Hilson? I was on my pimp shit flying high, and a pretty missile shot me out the sky, some shit like that. It literally be like a crash landing. Like, I don't even want this to happen, but it's happening right now. Like, it's a wrap for these hoes. Like, actually, I was still talking about those, but I just be like, I just be in it, bro. I just be in it with my girlfriend. After her, it was the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I started to wild out later on once we started having problems and shit, but when I first met her, it was like, yeah, G, this it, G.
I think
I knew I wanted that to be one girl.
How old was you at your latest relationship? You had 3 girlfriends?
Yeah, that I would count, yeah.
That you would count? Not your ex-wife.
I count her too.
Okay, so so I know the 3 then.
Yeah.
How old was you? What was your oldest age at the start of the last relationship?
I was 24.
24. Okay, so even me, when I was 24, I was still a little green when it came to maybe how women can be, and you know what I'm saying, like that whole aspect of just putting women on a pedestal out there, they just do no wrong type shit, right?
Yeah.
So at those young ages, how you say, man, I just feel hard, I was head over heels. I think that's typical for like that younger guy. Mm-hmm. I'm interested to see your relationship as this Terry.
Because I'm not falling like that no more.
Yeah.
Like I'm seeing people who they really are. I'm seeing the flaws and all that. Back then I wasn't seeing no flaws. Mm-hmm. It was just like rose-colored glasses. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But maybe that's why I haven't fell in love I've been single since 2018.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're a lot more Terry is a lot more strict in his process than me. I'm a find a couple green flags. I'm like, all right, cool. We could rock. Let's go see. This nigga,
you're the red flag speeder buyer. Fuck is you talking about? Speeder, I'm the fucking police. Like, nigga, slow the fuck down. Like, and I ain't gonna call it a red flag. Well, the situation, I can't call it a red flag, but you will overlook some shit for love for sure. You will love. What I say, love conquers all. Love conquers Jones. Fuck is you talking about? Like, that nigga be in it. But yeah, what's the next question?
Oh man, y'all funny as hell. Hey, so this is for Jones. You've been in and out of these quick relationships. Mm-hmm. Do you think it's about feeling a need, like affection or validation, or are you still trying to figure out what you really want in a partner?
Okay, so let's clear this the fuck up. I've been in one relationship since y'all know me.
Well, that's how that question was asked, but they was really talking about the situationships.
The situationship.
New York. New York. your actual relationship, but even like, you know, the...
So I'm sorry.
Yo, shorties.
What's the... You trying to get shit for that.
Shorties is great.
Yeah, say it again. Say that.
Okay, you've been out of these quick relationships.
Okay, in and out of the quick relationships.
Yes, situationships. Do you think it's about feeling a need, like affection or validation, or are you still trying to figure out what you really want in a partner?
Nah, it's not even about figuring out what I want. I know what I want. It's about coming across it.
Preach.
So I know what I want, and so I'm jumping from quote unquote girl to girl. I'm jumping from girl to girl because, like, if I know what I'm looking for, let's just say you in your room, right, and you looking for a red bracelet. Like you ripping through shit. You know what you looking for. You locked in, you focused. So you're not getting distracted you're not getting hung up on, man, I found the blue bracelet. It's boop. What a red one at?
You must ain't got no ADHD in you. Nigga, I got 3 notifications. I don't even know. I'm outside by the time I realize I got my bracelet on.
Oh my God.
So like with my dating experience, I can go from girl to girl. Is I know what I'm looking for, and I'm just not coming across it. It's not the need for like affection, because I don't know how this is gonna sound. Like affection comes easy, you know what I'm saying, for me. Like I can have affection with a woman who I met tonight.
Yes, I've seen it. I've seen it.
You see the live.
Intimate moments.
Intimate moments.
With strangers.
You a rom-com ass nigga.
Oh my God.
G. He's a rom-com ass nigga for real. Like the Love Jones shit is real, G. Like, and we talking about like, and it's just to make this clear.
Yeah.
We ain't just talking about a nigga who go outside and can get a bunch of chicks. That's the case, right? But it's y'all gotta see this shit in
Love
person,
at first
G.
sight. They
Like-
look at each other across the bar.
Bro,
I
and
have
they
to
both
see this
on
shit in
that.
person.
Making out in the club, they both
It's
on
a
that.
movie.
Like it's like it's
Where
a
the
real
fuck is
movie,
Ashton
G.
Kutcher at? We gotta be punked in this bitch.
And I'm saying like, and a lot of women gonna hear that and be like, oh, so he just basically be love bombing chicks. No. Like he basically just be like, oh, I'm fucking with you so hard, I'm kissing you, I'm holding your hand, walking down the street. He doing all that. He opening the doors. He just met Shorty tonight. He holding her hand, walking down the street through West Loop. Everybody see you. You might as well post on Instagram. Everybody saw it, right? And a girl might say like he love bombing. This nigga will come to me in the moment and be like, y'all really like this girl? Like, you don't fucking with this shit. I'm like, I'll holler at you tomorrow. You know.
Hey.
Convinced.
You know it's fucked up when your homie is sick of your shit.
Hey, bro, watch out, bro. Watch out.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
Watch out, Jones. Go ahead.
Imagine I come over on Terry and I tell, hey, bro, watch out. Get off me. You talk to your mom. Oh, shit. And again, I got called out. So this is why this is, I'm finna give y'all some game. Fellas, any male whores out there? This is why this can fuck you up, right? So we was just talking about how when I'm single, I do what I want. I'm running across women who on the type of time I'm on is mutual. We having fun, doing wild shit, whatever. Mm-hmm. So the girl I'm currently dating, that version of me kind of like came out. And I don't want to say, because I don't really talk about shit that while I'm in it, but some traits of my singleness, and I'm still single, but some traits of my singleness, a particular behavior came out, and she brought it to me the next day. And she was like,
y'all was outside?
Yeah.
So y'all was out in the social set?
No, not even outside. We was together. It was private, in private. So she brought it to me the next day, and she was like, yeah, this was I was talking about. Like, the person who I think you are wouldn't do that. I'm not saying that that's like a total problem, but that kind of threw me off. You know what I'm saying? That you did that, and this is like our second or third link up. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling you too, but it made me want to question you. Like, hey, what's up with you? Type shit.
I'm so curious about what the fuck this nigga did. You can't say what you did? No? We not there?
No.
Okay.
and it's some normal. So this is the crazy part. To me, it's normal.
I need to know what it is.
Yeah, it's kind of
Patreon,
like
can
we don't
tell us
really
what
know.
it is?
Yeah,
Like,
can we put it in Patreon? What's going on?
I can't.
We
It's not
reflecting.
resonating
Yeah,
because
we
like
reflecting. We need to know what the trait was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we gotta know
okay.
something.
But I get it though because he's in the situation.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
kind of like you don't really want
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
too
yeah,
much.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I respect it if you don't want to talk about it, but
No,
you know.
I would love to give y'all the context, but it's out of respect for her.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So it was some shit that's normal to me. That any other woman we with it or whatever the case may be.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, cool.
But okay.
Yeah, so she brought that up and she was like, that's some type of shit that you do like in a relationship or whatever the case may be. Like, that was a problem for her.
Yeah.
And to me, I didn't see anything wrong with it because of what I'm used to.
Yeah.
When you run across a woman who kind of like value herself for real, respect herself for real,
Mm-hmm.
it's a different ball game than you run across, you know what I'm saying, your little flings or whatever.
You like that though. You
What?
like that about her. That she
I
had a
love
problem
that
with
about her.
Yeah.
Like I low key had felt like shit, but I also was like, damn, it was like a light bulb. I'm like, okay, this she valid.
And was this like a question you posed or you just went for it?
I went for it.
Okay.
You
Gotcha.
don't be asking shit.
All right, man. Patreon maybe.
Yeah,
Consent.
Patreon.
Next week maybe something like that.
Patreon,
Okay.
I got y'all.
Cool.